right, use your calculator or trig table to find sine. This little -1 means the inverse sine of 0.85. And what that means is find the angle that has a sine of 0.85. So again, with a calculator, the steps you're going to take using the computer calculator. You first put in your number. Okay, so put in the 0.85. Then you do the inverse button. Anytime it has that little -1, you push inverse. See how my buttons changed? And don't use the one with the H, just the regular sine -1. Okay, so I put the number, I pushed inverse, and then the sign, and I get 58.211. It wants that rounded to the nearest degree, which would just be 58. Okay, let's try another one. This again says use your calculator or a trig table to find, this time, tangent inverse of 0.43. So again, I'm asking what angle has a tangent ratio of 0.43. I pull up my calculator. Again, I put my number in first, so 0.43. Then I'm doing inverse tangent, so I push inverse and then tangent. So where's my tangent? There it is, the inverse tangent right there. And it gives me my number. It wanted us to the nearest degree, so I cut off right here, and it would just stay at 23. All right, here we go again. Use your calculator or trig table to find sine. Notice the little -1 here. That tells us we're doing inverse sine of 0.24. And again, what that answers is what angle has a sine of 0.24. Okay, if we had it in a picture and we wrote down the ratio and found its decimal, the decimal's 0.24, what angle did that come from? So the steps for the computer calculator. You put the number in first, so you push 0.24. Then you hit inverse, because we're doing the inverse sign, I know because of the little -1 here. So then you push inverse. Notice my buttons changed. I want inverse sine. And there I have my answer, 13.88. It wanted it to the nearest degree. 13.8 would round up to 14 degrees. So a 14-degree angle has a sine of 0.24. Okay, here we're trying to find out with a calculator inverse tangent of 0.86. Okay, so again, you start by putting the number in. Our ratio is 0.86. We want to know what angle has that tangent, so we push inverse, and I know I'm doing inverse because of the little -1 here. So I put my number, hit inverse, and then inverse tangent. And I get 40.69. That would round up to 41 degrees. So a 41-degree angle has a tangent of 0.86.